Hello, my name is Resurrection Graves. I am a child sexual abuse expert and maintain a blog called Love, Life, and Relationships, Overcoming Emotional and Child Sexual Abuse at www.resurrection.wordpress.com. Today, I want to offer a tip for the 10% of people who are at risk for child sexual abuse and in their families, and to give you an opportunity to prevent that from happening should you be in public and you be the one to see something about to happen. So 90% of children who are sexually abused are done so by a family member, clergy member, you know, people that they are familiar with. It could be a neighbor or a coach, teacher, etc. There are 10%, however, who are sexually abused by a stranger. And in cases like that, it's often someone who saw something that may have been able to prevent it from happening. So that is what today's tip is about. The tip is this: if you see a um, a person that is pursuing a child, no matter how manipulative it is, no matter whether you know if the person is related to the child, you feel uncomfortable, you don't want to get involved, what have you. There are ways that you can prevent it, and this is the way. You can just be a distraction. So, I'm going to give you a quick scenario, okay? I read this one time and I thought it was a great way to share it again. So, there was a woman who was standing in line at Chipotle, I believe, and there was a little boy, two little boys that were sitting in a seat as if they were eating. What was actually happening was that this is where they went after school because they didn't have anywhere else to go and they waited for their parents there. So their parents were not in the Chipotle at all. This man, who was clearly a pedophile, started engaging in conversation with them across the room, almost pretending as if he knew them. But this woman was intuitive and watched the entire interaction. The man ended up going and sitting next to the little boys and started having conversations with them. And you could see the uneasiness of the boys. They did not know this man. The man almost left with one of the children. The woman heard the entire conversation and her instincts kicked in. And what she did as a distraction was to walk over. And I believe she either pretended that she was the mother or she got one of the Chipotle managers involved so that they could say that their dad was on the way. Either way, it was a distraction to ensure that those children did not leave with this man. But that was his intention, and she was able to see that. So there are plenty of ways that you can protect a child without putting yourself at risk or in danger. You could always go to a staff member, and you could go to a police officer nearby. You could go to someone, and if they don't do anything, then you need to go to someone else. But there is absolutely a way you can get involved and cause a scene or a distraction that would not put your life in harm's way. If you see something, grocery store, parking lot, I don't care where it is, and you know that someone is pursuing a child being under 18, if they are pursuing a child and they are not the parent or guardian, there's no one around that can protect them, then if you see it, it is your responsibility as a citizen and as just a good-hearted, person not wanting this to happen to your own children. So you can do it without causing any harm to yourself. It is your business. You are your brother and your sister's keeper, and you will save a life. I promise. Thank you. And if you have any questions at all, you can email me or contact me, and I will be sure to answer your questions related to child sexual abuse prevention. Okay? Thank you. And again, my name is Resurrection Grace. And if you look below, you'll see the links to my website. Until next time, be extraordinary.